Hello and welcome to Feral fucking Yule. If you are here, you are probably participating in the Krampus and Kringle Market, or you are currently already a member of the Lunar Hearth Cauldron. Either way, welcome. Get yourself together, prepare. We are about to take a short Yule trip that will leave you never the same. So, first of all, I'm Sissy. I am the vulva of the LHC. Vulva Das Wild is what I go by. At the current moment, I'm in the process of doing a new vulva set of transgression works that will change and allocate and move myself all around in the coming season. So we will see where that leads us. Brings us to winter solstice, which is the most amazing time of the year, yet the most impactful in our magic. So if you are on the page, you probably have this. This is the PDF that goes with this workshop. If you see this beautiful goddess, you are in the right place and you have the right PDF. So, what is Yule and what does it have to do with joy? Yule is a season of celebration, contemplation, and hibernation. This is the season to come in, celebrate into your home. It is the Dutch celebration of Hoega, which is finding comfort and just joy within the realms of your home and hearth. Your home and hearth is essential in not only your life, but your magical workings. So, how do I associate this? If you have a happy home, you'll have a happy, magical atmosphere in your home. You are the controller of your home atmosphere. We've discussed this many times. Harmony workshops, shadow works, people who dwell in a space that is sacred to them and their magic are happier workers. So let's process this. Okay, that ain't going to work no more. We need to pull that down. Here we go. Let's get the hair down. Let's get into this. What do you do when everything you pass and everything you see in this season does not bring you joy? Well, like a lot of us, 2023 has been a very rough year. And when I say rough, I'm talking rough with a capital R combined with the wording from the dog bark. Rough. It has been hard. You have done a lot of movement, a lot of progression, a lot of work, and you feel like you're clinging to versions of yourself that are no longer useful. But like all of us, you're probably a little out of alignment right now, too. That hair is crazy today, right? You're out of alignment as well. And when you're out of alignment, you are not moving at your maximum magical potential. So, this requires you in this season to really start asking some questions of yourself to move into this space where you can find authentic joy, not synthetic joy. So, synthetic joy is usually purchased joy. I have nothing against a nice Yule tree, some decorations, some lights. Those are all wonderful things. But those things at the end of the day are going to leave you empty and shallow when they're put away, stored, and you are still standing there under the winter solstice moon with nothing to show but an empty soul. Possessions will not get you where you need to be. Magical acclamation and accumulating and moving forward and holding things and just things are not going to get you where you need to be. You need to do the work and you need to connect, and doing the work and connecting sometimes can just be so hard. So I want you to imagine yourself like a candle this solstice. I have this one here behind me. This is my Yule candle that I'm working on. Many candles are going into this bowl this season. I have 4 forest snail shells inside of here because that is the working I'm doing at the current moment. These snail shells represent a safe place in each element that I can dwell, excuse me. So when you look at this candle and it's sitting in the darkness, you have to be strong enough when anything comes to still burn. That is the immediate version of self-love. No matter what hits you, you are strong enough to burn. And so many of us, we're not strong enough to burn when life hits us. We are seeking any port in the store to remain safe. We are holding on to things, people, places that no longer serve us because they were once a security blanket. Authentic joy does not come from what you have known. It is what you do know about yourself and how you need to move in your magic to conduct yourself. I know this sounds like a lot, right? Like if you're new here, you have no idea what you're in for. You have no idea what's going on right now. Okay, so let me introduce you to the realities of this vulva. Second page of your PDF. Summoning joy in this holiday season requires you to examine, eliminate, and align to accomplish the task. Sounds like work? You're correct. Being an authentically joyful human requires a reasonable amount of work on the daily. So, in order to be authentic, you need to work and maintain your light each day. You need to trim your wick, clear off the burnt wax, replace the candle if necessary, fuel yourself, bathe yourself, all those things that are important. However, I am often faced with my archenemy, probably yours too, stress. Do you realize the holidays bring stress because we fail to realistically look at the tasks we are able to accomplish as humans? I'm not sure if anyone's told you this, but you don't get superhero powers at the holidays. You're welcome. This is not the time of the year to try to accomplish 10 times more than you do through the whole fucking year. This is for people who coast through life and then at the holidays go into the 500-person Christmas card list, the 35-person Yule shopping list, the 17 kinds of new recipes for Christmas cookies, the huge family meal of the Food Network, Bon Appetit gourmet signature dishes that they've never tried to make before. All you're doing is setting yourself up for unneeded stress and potential failure. You are not going to accomplish all these things and accomplish them all exceedingly well if you go at it with an unplanned way of doing it. There are people who will accomplish these things. We have words for them. They're called Martha Stewart. But you and me, we're normal people. We got normal lives. We live in normal homes. We have normal problems. Some of us have extreme problems that we need to deal with: mental health, sick family members, ebbing employment, collateral damage, such as the economy not feeding what we need. These are real life issues. And yeah, an abundance bowl is great, but the reality is if the abundance bowl doesn't work in the timing you need, you got to have a plan to keep your shit together. Okay? The goal of being a fucking feral worker is keeping all your shit together, keeping yourself from exploding on everyone else and imploding on yourself. Because once you implode on yourself, the battle is lost. You cannot go forward. If you are not joyful, you can't even fake it till you make it. The holidays will become a season of dread and misery for you. And that is not something we want in common. We want in common this year. No, none of that. There will be none of that this year. We're going to hold each other up. We're going to hold each other accountable. And we are going to sneak into these questions. So, number one, how do I command peace? How do you command peace? How do you find harmony within the home? How do you find harmony in your employment? How do you find harmony in your family? How do you have harmony within yourself? Are you doing yoga? Are you doing meditation? Are you journaling? Well, you fucking are now. Are you journaling? Are you pulling your cards? You have like 15 decks of cards, which, what are you doing? Why do you buy them if you're not going to use them? Asking for a friend. Do you have the box of votive candles? If you don't have votive candles, go to your local Dollar Tree, get yourself some votive candles, put them in a jar, hold on to them. A votive candle a day keeps the stress away. Even if you sit and look at that flame, you're centering in on something. This is a great way to command peace. I have the 3-minute peace command every morning, especially when the Yule tree is up. Cup of coffee in my hand, journal. This is going to blow your mind. Piece of paper and a pencil. And I sit in the lights and I just concentrate on 2 or 3 lights and I see what I can see in between them. I scry in my Yule tree and I see what the day will hold and what the season is bringing me. And oh, believe me, have I seen some things. The story of your tree will tell you your story of your life. Most of us, our Yule trees are a huge reflection of our family history and our ancestry. Use them for what they're for. Command peace in that situation. I commanded peace room by room in my home this year. I retook my living room. I retook my kitchen. I retook my bathrooms. I retook every space in my home. My bedroom is next. I bought a new bed set. I found a lightly used new bed set. I was frugal about it. And I'm reclaiming my piece of my sanctuary, resetting my dressers, wiping down things. I have decided to command peace within my dwelling and within myself. I needed to feel calm to get through this season, to find my joy. I suggest you do the same. Where does your passion lie? Do you like to cook? Do you like to clean? Do you like to write? Do you like to read? Do you like to burn yourself with the glue gun? I love all these things. I love to craft altars. So this year, I'm crafting altars. I'm creating oils. I'm making abundance blends. I'm making hexing potions. I'm making a poppet wreath. I'll fuck around and find out poppet wreath for my wall so I can access it whenever I need it. I am taking action in my magic, and my magic is my passion. Therefore, I'm feeding it. What creates my happiness internally? Well, as I got older, I decided I wasn't pleased with my presence. I wasn't pleased with my hair. I wasn't pleased with my glasses. I wasn't pleased with how I dressed myself. And I'm addressing all those things to create happiness within me. I want to be happy with how I look outside as well as how I look inside. And matching those things is extremely important to my happiness. Not your version of my happiness, not someone else's impression of my happiness, but what I want. Silver gray hair may not be your preference, but it's mine. Wearing my glasses may not be aesthetically pleasing for everyone, but it's mine. What makes me happy? At 45 years old, I bought the pair of glasses I wanted to buy. My whole life, I listened to what other people wanted. I bought my glasses this time. I did my hair the one I wanted this time. I didn't ask questions. I dress the way I want. I do the things I want. Maybe it's age. Maybe it's just I've reached that level of self awareness that doesn't fucking matter what people think of me. What and who am I grateful for in my life? I have begun to tell people I love them. I have begun to show my gratitude to things and places that have given to me. And I feel better about it. When I am freer with praise, I find praise comes back to me. It's an energy exchange. The universe is honoring the fuck out of it. Where do I feel I can be of service to others? I did the market. I have a platform. Why wouldn't I bring you all to new people to meet? Why? Why would I gatekeep my talented friends and sisters and brothers who have beautiful products and beautiful things? I have beautiful products. They do too. Why should I be the only one that benefits from all this hard work? If I can't share what I've made, what is the point of creating a kingdom if no one lives in your kingdom? You can't hold all the wishes. They're not all yours. You can't stand in front of someone else's dream. That's bad medicine. Learn to give to those around you and see when others need assistance and lend a hand. How do I shine my personal light to others? Some of you all need to learn to get out from underneath the haystack. That little light of yours, you need to let it shine. Share the things you know. Share the knowledge you've been given. Share, and share again. Just don't bless people who aren't worthy of it. If someone doesn't reciprocate back and share their gift with you, maybe they're not your people. Don't be mad, just move on. Or as my friend Casey at the DGC says, if you're mad, get unmad and move on. That's how things work. So each of these requires a certain deeper level explanation after you examine it. Okay, so you write your responses. And right away, you can use an element to heighten that question. For instance, okay, how do I command peace? Maybe the element of water is your way of commanding peace, and you can get a bath and set a bath for yourself. Each of those questions have an element that best suits them for you: water, air, earth, wind, and fire. Air and wind are like synonymous together. Wind is a phenomenal fucking cleansing agent. So many of you are so afraid to go outside and stand in the rain or have the wind hit you in the face. It's the best thing that could happen to you. I was walking to my hag hut yesterday to fetch some things for making hats, and a tree branch smacked me in the face. The wind was blowing, and it was full on wet from the moisture. And it was like, whew, I felt so much better in just that one smack across my face. It just, whew, the stress went, whew, it just left because I knew at that moment it wasn't all that important. Stop pressing yourself to accomplish things that are just not all that important. If it is not important to you or someone you love, why are you doing it? You really need to start setting some boundaries for yourself. Your boundary keeps your inner fire strong. So if you have a fire in the wilderness, it's usually responsible to have a boundary on that fire, whether it be a cauldron, a ring, some stones. You dig it down into the earth, but you create a boundary around that elemental fire. The same way your hearth space requires a boundary. Some of you are out there handing your heart to people, your fire to people, your whole entity and spirit to people without even putting it in a lantern. Start carrying yourself like a beautiful fucking star. Even the candle agrees. When we carry ourselves like stars and we react like stars, we become part of this energetic ball we live on. Start taking care of yourself. Nurture your fire. So, I'm going to ask you to take a minute, close your eyes, and join me in reading the fucking Feral Yule mantra together. So, you can keep this all season long, somewhere you have it, put it on your tree, write it somewhere important for yourself, hold on to it. But this is going to be essential for us moving into this release workshop that you're going to have, the sacred release coming up. I will move the strength of the cold winter wind, briskly sweeping the negative energy that threatens my peace and joy. Air. I will flow through the days and nights with the ease of the ocean tide. I will sweep aside the complications and strife and wash it from my path. Water. I will ground myself strong and true in the roots of my ancestors. I will dig deep into the earth when the world pulls hard and hold to myself and my beliefs. Earth. I will burn with the heat of 1,000 wildfires. I will heat my home and hearth and keep the coldness of death of spirit from my soul. With these elements of air, water, fire, and earth, I will build a mighty fortress of authentic joy in my spirit. If you want the castle on the hill, you have to do the work to build the castle. I don't know if the castle on the hill is your goal. I don't know if a 6-figure income and a beach house and all those things are your goals. Those were never my goals. An amazing husband, goal. A fantastic circle of friends, goal. Beautiful, healthy children, goal. Beautiful, healthy grandchildren, goal. A practice with my ancestry presence and knowing my soul purpose, a fucking gold lining goal. These are things that I move towards. I don't know what you move towards, but I can tell you this. Only you have the power to change all these things in your life. Only you, through hard work, realization, alignment, and holding to your true self, can find your authentic joy. Others may tell you how to do it. Others may seek you out and show you how to do it. But I'm going to tell you something. Pull your cards. I don't care if they're Oracle, Tarot, Room, whatever you feel you need to do. Pull those cards today. Take a moment in that energy. Pull a card for yourself, your circle in the season, and finally where you're going. this, that, all. How do you weave them to have authentic joy this season? So at the final part of this PDF, I give you this beautiful page. And yes, I encourage you, after you've done all this hard work, take a couple minutes, watch a silly Christmas movie with someone small. Do you want to find joy this season? Find a child who still believes in Santa Claus. Look at their face while they're sitting on his lap. That's authentic joy. Go to the mall, get the cup of coffee, sit in a bench across from where Santa is, not creeper style, just normal, and watch those babies jump on that lap. It is the most beautiful, authentic view of joy in the season. Try to find your joy this season. You're fucking magic because you say you are. You're fucking feral because you're working so hard to be. And your presence is so important. Stay with us. We need you for 52 more weeks. Okay? And we'll come back here in another year and we'll re up you for 52 more. You got great things to do. Don't sell yourself short. Thank you for joining me on fucking Feral Yule. I'll see you for the sacred circle of release and how to make a small Yule ornament for your tree. Thanks, guys. Keep shopping the Krampus and Kringle.